I'm into sculpture. I do wood carvings, acoustic bass guitar, and any other type of carving that anyone requests. Hi, my name is Richard DARKO. This is double bass. Guess what? I made it myself. Richard DARKO was born in TAKORADI, and I started my elementary education in TAKORADI up to Form 4. Right after I finished school around 88, I decided to learn the carving because my father was a carver. My father inspired me because he had a lot of talent. I could see the way he sketches, the way he uses just a rough wood to create something beautiful. My father was working at JNTC those days, and then he do the carving as well. But along the line, I saw that my father stopped that government job and then concentrate on the wood carving job, because those times I've seen that he have a lot of clients from Europe, the white people. They come to his workshop and make a lot of order of the wood carving. So those things inspired me that, oh, okay, it's a nice job, so I have to put myself into it and then learn a trade. So I started with my father, 89. My father used to tell me that when he was young, my grandfather, he was a brassmith, and then he used to manufacture gun and knives and so many stuff. But he didn't go into that area. He picked that idea and then he started to do a lot of wood carving out of that. So I could see that this particular work, it's a work that is in the family. Always my father encouraged me to do it because it's a family trade. My father doesn't like talking. He's a very quiet person. Even when he's working and then you try to speak, he will not shut you down, but he will tell you to keep quiet, because he says that this work, you need to concentrate. You need to think about what you are coming to do and then just be quiet and do the work. One thing I could remember, at times when my father is doing the work and then maybe he cannot do it, I could see that my father will not continue to do the job. He will just leave the job, go and sit down and relax, and then maybe in hours time he will come back. When he come back, my father will do exactly what he wants to do. So I picked those little things from him, and then it's helping me a lot. Okay, I started learning how to play guitar. My senior brother was a lead guitarist. He called Adams. I stay with him. So at the dawn, he will pick his guitar and then he starts to play. And then anytime I will hear the sound, I'm so amazed. And then I told him that I want to learn how to play the guitar. And he said, okay, no problem. So my brother bought me a guitar, and then he started teaching me how to play the guitar. But he's a lead guitarist, but I told him that I want to play the bass guitar. So one of his friends, he called Bramak, and then he started teaching me how to play the bass guitar. When I started, about a year, and then I realized that okay, this guitar were made by wood, so why can't I try do something about it? So I had that thought in me, but I have no idea, or I don't know how the process is. So one day I bought bread, and then they use newspaper to cover the bread for me. So as I was eating the bread, I just opened the newspaper, and then I saw a piece of guitar. It's called Ovation guitar, and then I saw a story around it. I started to read that story. That story inspired me because the guy says that he was a carver, and then he learned how to play guitar, and then after that he learned how to do a guitar. So I started to search. It wasn't easy for me. First time I used a clay to make the mold, and then I used plywood to form, at least to make the shape around the clay, but it couldn't work. So, and then I cut another piece of plywood, and then I round it like an egg. You know, when you cut a piece of plywood like 4 inches, when you bend it, you can have like oval shape. So I did that, and then I saw that okay, this one can work. So I used 1-inch nails and little wood to adjust them, and then I got that shape. I said okay, it's nice. So when I got that shape, I used a piece of plywood and the glue to cover it, and then I used a big blocks. It's about 6 inches blocks, and then I use about 2 or 3 to press it, so that at least the glue, because those times I don't have any idea, so I use that 6 inches block to start to do like a cramp. But at times when I do that, the next day when I come back, you see that all of them is, you know, it crashed. But I persist all the time, because anytime I go to work, when I do my electrical carving, at break time, I'll find a piece of wood to start to do the neck, carving the neck, and then even my father wasn't happy about that, because he said, he has given me a work to do. I have to concentrate the carving that I'm doing, and I should stop those things. But I know that something is pressing me to do, so I'm always pushing. The first time it was try and error, until I got someone who learned the guitar from Kumasi. That's what the person told me. He learned it from Kumasi. There was disabled school in Kumasi, and then they teach how to build acoustic guitar. So from there I started applying those ideas and techniques, and it worked for me. The next move, my father saw me doing a guitar, say wow. And then he was so amazed. At that time there wasn't internet, it wasn't easy to get. So along the line 97, 98, and then I started to go to cafe and then watch some videos. No, I didn't feel frustrated, but I told myself that I can do it. So I always try, but not knowing, it was trying and error, until I got the idea that okay, this is how it goes. and then I just follow the procedures. The strings, we don't manufacture it here, and the tuning pegs and the flat wires. These three items, it's difficult to get, but the wood and the glue and the polished, that one, it's okay. The guitar business, it's not moving fast. Maybe in a month, or at least a month, maybe 2 people will come and buy the guitar. Maybe 1, at times 3. When you are lucky, 3. But it will start, maybe 1 person will come a month to come and buy 1 guitar. So that is the challenge. And then the money that you use to buy the materials also, it costs. So at times it's a very big challenge, because I have to buy a lot of things. I have to buy the plywood, the wood, the glue, the polished, and the sandpaper, all those kind of stuff. And then you need a little hand machines to help you. So at times it's a problem, but we are managing it. We are managing it. We need people to help. So, because the dream is very big, the idea is very big, but if we have a support, we can make it big. And then the whole world will see that, yes, Ghana also, we can do a good stuff. Because we have all the wood here, we have a beautiful wood, and we have nice wood, but we have to push money into it, buy a little machines that can help us to do a good finishing. But this one, I'm doing it with my hand, and then at least I have about 2-3 machines that help me to go about. So when I have a good machines, I can establish very big, and then it's my desire to train a lot of people. I have to train a lot of guys, because it's a very good job. It's a very nice job. You can do it till thy kingdom come, unless you die. It's a very nice work, and then it's my desire to train a lot of guys, but I need a lot of assistance, machines, and then at least little money, to buy the materials and to have a very nice place to establish very well. And then I can sell the ideas to the guys. I will not take any money. I have to push it so that in the near future, this job will be big, and then it will go all over the world, and then people also will know that, oh, in Ghana also they do wood carvings, they do guitars, they do a lot of things here. In doing business, at times I felt like giving up, because it's hard. There's no money. You manage to at least finish 1 or 2 guitars, but nobody is coming to buy. So at times I'm feeling like giving up, but there is a light in the tunnel. That's what I believe. I'm always believing. I believe that one day there will be a breakthrough. In fact, one thing that it's helping me a lot is that anyone that will come and order a work from me, I do my best to do a good job for the person, and then I do my best to deliver the work that the person has ordered. So all the time people talk good things about me, about my work. So that one is helping me, because a lot of guys come to me, oh, I saw this guy, he says that he bought this guitar from you, and then I also am interested to come and have one. And then that thing is helping me. It's, in fact, let me say one, you have to be honest, because when the person come and order the work, you have to do your best to deliver. And then that thing is helping me a lot, and I'm so happy about that. And then I will continue to do that. As I'm doing the carving and the guitar, along the line I met one of the white guy, and then he was so interested about my wood carvings. So that's through that man, in fact, I had a lot of opportunities. Through the carving, the man bought some of my carving, and then he was so happy with me. And then through that, I got a chance to work offshore. I got a chance to work offshore. The work was a contract, and then in offshore, I started to introduce my work to some of the experts, and then some of them are so interested about my work. So even most of my work, I sold it for the expert. So this is some of the opportunities and a good memories for me anytime when I remember those things, and then I'm so happy about that. Anytime I see any rough wood, I'm so happy. That's my inspiration, because somebody will see some ordinary wood, any kind of wood, and then he doesn't have any idea about it. But to me, anytime I see any rough wood, and I'm so happy, because I have another eye that, okay, this wood, I can turn it into something beautiful. Because maybe that particular wood, somebody would take it, only idea the person have is that, okay, I have to do it like a firewood or something else. But to me, I cannot use it as firewood. I'm going to add another idea into it, and then it will come out with something meaningful, something beautiful. And then, you know, a lot of people will appreciate. It's called acacia. And then out of this wood, this mini car has come out. I just cut it into pieces. I planed them, I've arranged them, and then I got a very nice piece. We have 4 weeks in a month, so I've decided that one of a week I'll come and work in the guitar portion, because the guitar is a process. I have to prepare a lot of the pieces. So anytime I get here, I have programmed myself that, okay, today I'm coming to do guitar patterns. So I will start prepare the guitar patterns till time that I can put them together. After I finish that one, and then I prepare wood for another week to do the carving. And then let me chip in that apart from the carving and the guitar making, I teach how to play guitar as well. So at times I have a student that they will come for lessons. So I've planned all this, and then I go about them. I've taught a lot of people. At least they are more than 40 people. They are more than 40. I have one of the guy called Yao. It's called Kabobo. Yeah, he plays a master's band at Agran Kwanta. I taught one of the guy he called Ko. I taught one of the guy called Amos. He's in TAKORADI here. And then I taught my younger brother, he called Asifua. He plays Kodak band. And then there are so many. I cannot mention a lot of them, but there are so many. I'm unique in my guitar making, in my carving making, and in the guitar playing. Because I haven't seen anyone that imitates some of my carvings. Because it's very difficult to do it. Because some of my carvings, I just imagine them. I imagine them, or I create them and do it. I don't just copy people's designs. I do my own designs. So that I believe that those things make me unique. Those things make me unique. And then my guitar playing also, it's very quite different. I don't play plenty, but when you hear me playing, you will be very happy. Welcome to Redak Creative Venture. In your name, Adolfo, the piece of design I made of the birth of Christ. If you have the Jumano of any mahogany or a pure mahogany, dry one, or no, na me Juma would be. And you know, in your name, come on, quay. Obi biara opede or a good carving or there is how to draw. You have to learn how to draw. Do a sketch. Osan there I sketch na ewie no. Ewie ebotwitwa. Nti ebotwitwa ni nyina atu egu. Na a shape dua no dembra epewu design no. Nti ewie a details no wo mu no so na asanso go back into drawing. Na I draw details no woman na eyi na ewia na etwitwa design no wia ebeko into sanding. Sanding no ye wo 60 80 120 na last coat near 400 ebe 60 first into 80 no ele no na use wo flat chisels small ones ye will be the particles or ye indiano ninkitinkita owo ni edges edwuma na aye no ni edges ele ye ne chisels no obeja indian kitinkiti bi wo edwuma no ne kwana nti no ele sand ni nyina na de wo flat chisels edi bibi dey ebe yi ni nyina mu wefiwo na ele sand ebe yi ni nyina mu wefiwo nti ewia na ama final coat that's 120 and 400 eyo nu wie pa na apply o sanding sealer na eba apply first coat ewia na apply second We are now also a sand another one. A sand we are now I mix wo either lacquer or varnish or yeah wo shoe polish. That's a wax. A pair bottom the wax that found a pair so a bit spray. Until it depend the way I want to say pede jumano or yeah. Apply on we are. That's the final coat. If you pede jumano by FFF. Yeah wo wood preservation coat for her. It's eboko timber market. We be auto Indiana, eboko ne benye bi wo ho. Nti ekwa na akoto. Na apply wood no. Be apply first and second coat. Na that to ma dachi. Nti adechi ebe ba no wa dry. Nti any bacteria bia owo iduani mu no oboku no. And then the next day no I shall say there bibia na ye wadwuma.
Hi, I'm Redeemer Colley. I'm a bass guitarist. I bought this bass from Mr. DARKO. Actually, when I bought the guitar, I realized the guitar was very good. It has a quality sound and has a good finishing. I recommend him to anybody at all. If you are interested in guitar, he's also into art, come to Mr. DARKO and you get the best choice.
Mr. Richard DARKO, he made this wonderful instrument called Seprewa. This is a Ghanaian lute and it's a 16-string instrument. That's 8-string instrument, some up to 16-string instruments. And he modernized it with adding an elements with a microphone. You have an amplifier over here. You just plug your jack in, then you are ready to go. You start playing or performing. It was made here. It's also an acoustic instrument. It produces sound on itself. And it have a great sound, very great sound. Very wonderful sound. Nicely carved with the eagle face and the Sankofa symbol. Sankofa way, yechi. Here is a sound box. Here is where the sound comes from. It comes in a lot of sizes. We have the 10 strings, we have 16 strings, we have 12 strings, as many as you want. My name is David NARTEY. I'm an alumnus of University of Education, Winneba, a graduate student in music.
DARKO na edwuma oye na osomeni ma mepia pa wono hwan de edwuma biara ezbebe biara so ye dua ho edwuma nkotenza ono botum waye mo wala ehu de waye edwuma ronyi bi ofi dombeta na ode car bi sen na omo man de ye obeye oye so ye fio papa pa mai e board ma bronyin pobronyin akasa zibi was kan ho nti ono na monwa agye mo papa te ye ko program bi na ade na o introduce ma the way ya awon wa ye ndwuma amo ho na aze no woye no hey are you Mrs. DARKO are you this oh fine hey you have a handsome man a lot but o ma menwa agye monwa agye na aso na nwaji ndue adwuma ho nti na lole ye odenyi je ne oziye so mama asumta nature catch and oh you don't feel na wasro say okwa challenges ma ebi wo wa oyezin No dad kunole no da to. What somebody someone da man baby say akwe adas edwuma mu honam so ebo. So bet some kakra do so won sha obonum always ba na obezi. Na wa some kakra na wa san so wa sha sibiem wa ye. Nti oye bi o da ye pon okofie. Na la okwaye na do ya because of guitar na instruments kakente bonda wa abo kakra. Nti order na osola na pana ono babantam. Nti obantam a mbabadi na nakasna waye. Nti oyam say hey etumaya. No say me etumayo. Aya no ye bre.
When I'm tired, I just pick my guitar or some of my guitar and then I just play some exercise. I just do some exercise and then I relax. My favorite scripture is Psalm 91. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust." Now the carving business is moving into different direction. Now people don't buy the wood carving just to paste them on their walls. It's a few people. But now what I have seen is that people like carving in a form of chair, in a form of coffee table, in a form of dining table, in a form of center table. So now I'm getting the idea to to change how we do the carving now. I want to change it a little bit. I see myself at least about 5 years. I have to see myself in an international market. That's my dream now, because I have a lot of designs to bring it out, and then it's my dream. Apart from international market, I want to see my works in museums, big museums. And then it's my dream to establish a big museum in Ghana here, and then do all the designs that I have and place them so that people from all over the world will come and have a look at it.